Belief system number 6. This world is a world of men. Therefore, advancement is based on relationships. The 6th mindset you must have. This world, write it down please, is a world of men. This world is a world of men. Therefore, advancement is based on relationships. If you do not sustain this mindset, respectfully speaking, you will fail in patterns. This world is a world of men. Therefore, advancement is based on relationships. Psalm 115 and verse 6. Let's hurry up. Psalm 116 and 15 and verse 6. Verse 16, I meant to say. Psalm 115 verse 16. The heaven, even the heaven of heavens are the Lord's. Read with me the remaining part, please. But the earth has he given to the children of men. One more time. But the earth has he given to the children of men. The earth, as far as the activities within the cosmos is concerned, I have told you, destiny actualization is man dependent, not only God dependent. When you are functioning in the realm of the spirit, you do not need men. But ladies and gentlemen, please hear me. You want to walk in victory, you must understand the dynamics of relationships as far as actualizing destiny is concerned. This was a tragedy of the man at the pool of Bethesda. John 5, 6 and 7. Jesus comes to the man and he saw him there, and knowing he had been there a long time, said unto him, Will thou be made whole? Hear the man's reply. 7. The impotent man answered and said, I have no man. In other words, I did not invest in relationships. It is not because the water cannot heal. It says when the water is troubled, to put me into the pool. But while I am coming, another who has relationships will step in before me. Relationships are very powerful. This world is a world of men. It's a revelation that when I caught, changed my life. When I pray to God, I also pray to him to touch men. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. The house that you are trusting God for is not in heaven, it's in the earth. The keys are in somebody's hand right now. The job that you are trusting God for, the assignment of God as the Father of spirits, is to manipulate the hearts of men to be ready to walk his purposes in your life. Your assignment is to use the wisdom of relationships to connect. Everything multiplies on the basis of relationship. Plants and animals. When I was doing a study some time ago, when you study microbiology and I believe even biochemistry, you see the way a single cell begins to break itself in rapid succession until it becomes a full-grown human. It's a miracle, a marvelous miracle. That means when you are rejecting that little cell, you are rejecting a human being. Are we together now? This is how it is. A line, watch this now. A line is simply a connection between 2 points. Mathematics and geometry teaches us, am I right? You cannot call a point a line. For you to have a line, you must have 2 points, any point at all, and then you connect them. So what you call a line is simply 2 points agreeing to be together. That's what you call a line. You alone will never be able to make any progress, but in connection to someone else. And if you do not know how to respond to that someone else, you can miss destiny. If Jesus did not know how to connect to John the Baptist, he would have missed destiny. If Jesus did not know how to connect to the disciples, he would have missed the continuation of the gospel after his ascension. Relationships are very important. Belief system number 6. This world is a world of men, and therefore advancement of any sort is based on relationships. We're almost there. Let me give you 7. Please go back and study this. I have handed to someone in this service the keys to the prayers that you have been praying. Lord, why is my life like this? Are you ready for number 7? Who you become as you walk with God, please write, who you become as you walk with God is by far greater than what you acquire. Who you become as you walk with God is by far greater than what you acquire. That means your transformation is greater than your acquisition. Who you become as you walk with God is by far greater than what you acquire. That means when you probe the great, their greatest sense of worth comes from who they have become, not what they have acquired. When you begin to acquire things, chances are excellent that your mind shifts from your transformation to enjoy the things that you have, cars, houses, and all kinds of privileges. But as you walk the school of the wise, and as you walk the path of victory, the victor's path, you will know that who you become is more important than what you acquire on the way. What you acquire can come and go, but who you become remains with you forever. The seventh mindset that you must have: your becoming is greater than your doing, greater than your having. Most people are interested in having before becoming. They want to be billionaires, they want to be anointed men and women, but they are interested in the anointing, not God. Are you seeing that now? I hope you know that interest in the anointing minus God is idolatry. Your faith and your desire is on the oil, not the relationship. Who you become is greater than what you acquire. Many years ago, I studied this and it did not make sense to me. How will you tell me who I am becoming is greater than what I have? Listen to me. Every time you have something that does not match your becoming, it will leave your life. I promise you. It will leave your life. It is a law. That is the reason why you find out that people can inherit physical estates or inherit physical things that is inconsistent with their transformation. Eventually, they will lose it through a series of inexplainable events. Who you become as you walk with God is by far greater than what you acquire. What you acquire on the way, what you acquire from God is greater, is of lesser value than who you become. Can I give you number 8? Write this down. Everything in your life only becomes valuable when it is connected to purpose. Everything in your life, this is the mentality of the victor. Everything in your life only becomes valuable when it is connected to purpose. Everything in your life only becomes truly valuable when it is connected to purpose. Please write and look up. Let me explain that and then I give you the last. I hope God has spoken to you today. That means nothing in itself is truly valuable. It is only valuable to you relative to your perception. Eventually you will find out that what you admired and were happy about will no longer interest you. What makes things indefinitely valuable is their ability to serve purpose, not the things themselves. For instance, your certificate. Remember the first day you collected it, you were jumping up and down. Now you've not seen it for years. You don't even know where it is, honestly. And quite honestly, many do not care. Do you know why? Because until it is connected to purpose in itself, it will not profit you. Another example, strangely so, is the car that you buy. You can buy that car. Imagine you buy a car you cannot drive and there's nobody to drive you. Eventually, what was a blessing will annoy you because it is not serving purpose. The goal of that car is that it's able to move you to help you achieve your goals. But imagine with me that you buy a car, for instance, and someone puts it, to the drive Uber or Bolt with it for you, and something is coming with it and you are using it to pay the school fees of your children. You see that that car becomes valuable because it is helping you serve a bigger purpose. Every time you come to God and say, give me, the question you hear from heaven is for what? Give me power. Reply, for what? Let me make a name for myself. Make reference to Genesis 11. I don't waste that kind of thing. God will tell you, I don't waste time on purposeless things. Nimrod Kush said, let us build a city and make a name for ourselves. And God said, that is not it. Lord, give me wisdom and understanding heart. Solomon, for what? I am young and you have given me leadership over a great people. Who but you is able to lead them? Give me an understanding heart that I may lead them and guide them in discretion. And God said, you qualify. I will not only give you an understanding heart, I will give you riches, wealth, and honor like no one has had. Listen to me. Everything you have in your life that cannot be connected to purpose will not only frustrate you, but can be used as a tool by the devil to destroy you, even if it is God that gave you. Beauty without purpose can be converted to a tool of destruction for both you and others. Intellect without, there's what we call evil genius. Is that true? People who God gave intelligence, but because it was not connected to divine purpose, can be used by the devil for your destruction. You watch how Satan used things that God gave men to destroy them. Samson was given an unusual ability to be strong, but he thought it was just strength. He did not know what that strength was supposed to be for. It was supposed to be that by his strength he will become a judge over Israel. Everybody say purpose. One more time. Can I tell you, listen, ladies and gentlemen, most people do not know the importance of purpose. They just come and they say, well, I just want money. And you keep acquiring and acquiring and acquiring and acquiring. Then you make the mistake of the rich fool. You now build banks, in this case a bank account, starch them and say, my soul, find rest. And all of a sudden they diagnose, respectfully speaking, that there is some sickness somewhere, and you find out that money cannot attend to it again. And they say the man has 2 weeks to live, and now there are billions stashed there. He hid it from his wife, hid it from his children, hid it from himself, did not spend it. The kingdom was not blessed by it. It was kept there. Wealth without purpose. Make up your mind today that everything God gives you, you are going to connect it to divine purpose. Lord, why did you give me this lovely voice? There are many of you who are singing here, who when you hear the worship team sing, you smile because there is a connection. God gave you a wonderful voice. You should be singing his praises to the nations, but you are there just wondering, I'm sure, God, one day, my own is that I want to marry. That's my own. And God is saying, for what? You see, I said marriage and I'm seeing people smile.